Hey guys, this is JaRyCu coming to you from the land of the purple flowers. You can see we left off the last episode in the middle of all those purple flowers, looking down at them, thinking about settling over there, and I just couldn't do it. Mm-mm. Could not be done. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be guys and girls watching this who love that lavender color and would love to live there, but it's just not me. So I walked across, well actually I used my slingshot and I flew across that little valley of purple, and I found this area that's got a railcraft house way up there. And it's got a nice little village down here. So let's go see what this village has to offer. By the way, I hope today's treating you pretty good. Today's been really good for me so far. Can't harvest that one. None of those are harvestable. Those are beetroot seeds. By the way, in case you're wondering, the resource pack that I'm using here is the Fanver Modded Universal and the Sortex Fanver, I'm sorry. I tried out the Firewolf for 1.10. I tried out Equanimity for 1.10. And they looked really good, but they're missing textures you needed to play this. So I don't want to walk around with a whole bunch of purple and orange or purple and black missing textures everywhere because it just fouls it up. That's not the kind of thing I want to show off to people. So once they update, I may try more mod packs, but I really like how this looks. Let's see what's down here. Big empty house. Normally I feel nice and I'll save the villagers from themselves, because they get stuck in these houses and never can get out of them. Let's see what this guy, he wants cow leather. He wants 3 emeralds for a pair of leather pants. That guy must be on crack, because that is not a good trade. Alright, normally in 1.7 you'd make a beeline for that railcraft house, because it would have a generator in it and some other stuff you could use to really jumpstart your experience. What I found so far is that that's not the case in 1.10. They haven't, even though they've released Railcraft, it's still an almost finished experience, not a completely finished experience. So some of the stuff that you're accustomed to is just not there right now. It may be there when they release, further versions of it. Hey, Red Priest. I like that. But for now, it's just not there. So if you went to that house currently, what you would find would be an empty chest and some regular railroad ties, and that's it. There's literally nothing else in it that's worth going up there for. So there's no point in me trying to get up there to it. Hey, look at that, guys. Now, if you notice, there's no sort buttons. There's another mod that Direwolf put into this pack, and it lets you use the middle mouse button to sort everything. So let's see what we have that we can get rid of. I'm going to keep the Open Computers manual because I've never played with that, and I'm going to need that later. Don't need dirt. I don't need lilacs presently. Glass bottles will come in handy. Okay, there's some jam, pico jam, homeki jam. That'll come in handy. We'll leave the chest there because I don't want the other stuff that's in it. Can't use those right now. Okay, I think that's everything I'm going to be able to loot from this village. Okay, it's about time we settled down somewhere. I was hoping to find some potatoes in there, because potatoes make for a nice quick food. You can bake them and regrow them, and you don't have to worry too much about them, but there were no potatoes, so we're out of luck on that. Now, where we are right now, there's where the boat is, way down there. We are currently way up here. The purple fields were these guys way over here. So what we did is we kind of went in here, flew back over, went all through here, then flew back over here. Now we're wandering over this way. And we're not going to wander this second, though. We're going to sleep, because the last thing I want to happen is to die. I know it's just a game, and I know dying's part of the game, but I just can't stand it. It gets on my last nerve. I feel like I've done something wrong when I die in the game. Okay, let's see what this view up here has. Ooh, I like this now. What do y'all think? Should we settle in here? Put us close enough so once we get some things established, we can trade with the villagers. The ocean's pretty close by. There's a slime island, so we do get an occasional slime drop out of it. Don't want to build into a mountain. Let's just do it down here. Let's go and harvest some stuff up. Much wood do I have? Gosh, I don't have anything, do I? I can make one chest. I want to be able to make at least a double chest. Let's go and get this. Any apples? No, no apples? No. Okay. That was pumpkins I saw. Hey, look at that, pumpkins. So once we'll get some cows in a pen, get some sugar cane growing, then we can start making pumpkin pies, and those will taste pretty good, and those are renewable. Okay, that's all got water in it. We're going to start this off by building a little house, I do believe. Some more of the flowers. I think I'm going to have enough botania flowers on this island. Oh my goodness. You see that big black ball in the distance? I do believe that's another applied energistics meteor. So if I do want to go that route, I will be able to go that route. I'm not totally decided on that just yet, though. Okay, apples are a lot less forthcoming in here, so we are going to have to cook some of the steak in a minute. Just want some more wood. Okay, I've got a ton of eggs, though. I wish Pam's was in this, because then I could make boiled eggs out of them. There's rice and coffee beans. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to spoil a little bit of the surprise. The coffee beans can be used to make coffee. Kind of obvious, right? But it's not the same thing as Pam's coffee, where you just drink it and you're good to go. It's the actually... Oh, there is an apple. Can we throw out anything for now? Yeah, I don't need that. The actual additions coffee is like not enchanting, but brewing 2.0. You have to have RF or Tesla, whichever power system you like better. You make a coffee maker, and then you combine ingredients to get different types of potions. And they're an improvement upon the vanilla brewing system. So, I haven't played with them myself. I've looked them up. I've read through the actual editions book, and it looks really, really neat. So we're definitely going to be trying that. Okay, first things first. Let's get this table back out. I believe we're going to build something right here. Yep, this is it. This is the spot, guys. This is the spot, the place we are going to be. So first things first, make a double chest. Put it right next to my table, because then I can access it, and bam! Oh, forgot. Got to use the buttons over here. These are from Quark. So you got restock, deposit, and merge. Merge means if there's something in there and you hit the merge button, if it's in here too, it'll put it in there. Kind of nifty. But we want to deposit. We want to put everything in there. Actually, let's keep the bed out. Put those jams in there. We're going to keep the apple over here. We're going to put the bed right there, because that's a great spot for a bed. Can you pick a better spot out? I don't think you could. That is a fantastic spot for a bed. Okay, now we need some cobblestone, because we need an oven to cook that mutton up. Because raw mutton, it just doesn't taste good. Okay, you know what? Let's use one of those pieces of cobblestone, make a shovel. That will make a lot more sense. You know what? Let's do this. Let's make renewable tools. So I shouldn't have used up all that wood yet. Do one of these guys. One of those guys. Well, now I get the benchmarking on my second table. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And where's another tree? Let's go murder a couple more trees. Bam. How you like that? Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's a pro Minecraft player? That's me. Chop this one down. Get all them leaves away from me. There's two. And I can make the other Tinker's tables out of that. Okay, put one of those in there. One of those there. Two of those there. Stencil table. And a part builder. Yeah, we got it all now. Guys, we're starting to get dangerous. We might be good at this, but don't tell anybody else. We're going to put that there, put that there, put that there, and then watch what happens. Shazam! all the parts are one after another right next to each other. Let's put this in here. Now we're going to need tool rods, which you can put into the pattern chest right there because of the way I arranged them. We're going to need the binding pattern. We're going to need a pickaxe, and we're going to need one of those, an axe head. So we need to get just a little more stuff. Okay, one more tree's got to die. Well, technically a bunch more got to die, but for now this is going to do it. There's another egg too. I would make a chicken farm, but some of the people I play with on one of my servers, or one of my friend servers, know that I've got a really bad history with chicken farms. For some reason, they explode on me. Like, I'll chunk load them so they do their thing overnight, come back the next day, and there are chickens everywhere. We played the Hermit Pack server briefly, and I set up a Britannia chicken mana farm, just like I saw in videos from several people doing. Set it up perfectly, had it fully enclosed, no way the chickens could get out. Next day I logged on, the system was clogged up with stacks and stacks of raw chicken meat, and there were 1,500 chickens in a 2-chunk radius. I mean, I could literally see the frames of my sword as it went down. I ended up having to cheat in the Britannia Flowers of Death and just watch as they slowly killed all the chickens. It took 15 minutes to clear all those chickens off the server, and then we didn't do it again after that. And then, just this weekend, we also have an Infinity Light server going. That pack's pretty fun. But on the Infinity Light server, same thing. I set up another mana farm. This time I did even better. The first farm I set up with fences around the chickens, and I figured maybe there's something quirky in the 1.10 mechanics because the videos I saw were 1.7.10. And maybe the chicken eggs flew through the fence or something. I didn't know. So this time I encased it in blocks of wood. No fencing at all. Actual blocks of wood. Like, see this thing with the 3 on it, the oak wood planks? I put those completely around the farm. There is no way a chicken could get through it. Got a message the next day from the server admin. JaRyCu, your chickens are running amok. They have slowed down the server. We had to kill them all. So, if anybody suggests later for me to do the Britannia Mana chicken farm, it's not going to happen because it kills everything. We just can't stand for that. Alright, so, that was a long story, I know. I enjoyed it, did you? Okay, we need, there's 5 of those, some of those. Let's see what we can make here. Put those in there, because we need to turn 1. Wow, that didn't go very far. Let's see, what does that give me? It gives me the cheap one. I'd rather have... I know it's going to give me splinters, but I'll deal with that. Make that. That goes over here. Click that. Bam, bam, bam. I love the new Tinkers, because the new Tinkers stick stuff in the right spot. The old one would not do that. It used to drive me crazy. And it also shows you on top. Like, see over here where we've got the little stencil pattern? Over here, I've got the blank stencils. If I stick something on the table, bam, look at that, it shows up. That's the thing. I love that. Okay, let's get down here. There's some free cobblestone we can take. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, and some more coffee. That is limestone. I don't want limestone at the present. I may want it later for building. You never know. But for now, not so much. So I'm going to leave that be. And I don't want any diorite. I just want the cobblestone. Oh, and I love when the water fills itself in, because I hate having to fight my way out of those little blocks where the water's trying to fill it in and it can't do it. That drives me bonkers. Okay, that's 15 of those. Let's eat that apple too. I like to keep my health up. It drives me crazy and watching other people play on their Let's Play videos, and their hearts are down to like 1 heart and their chicken legs are down to 1 chicken leg. I don't know how people play like that. Okay, so I've got a shovel. What can I make out of that? 1, 2, excellent. We're going to need to make an axe head and a pick head and more of these. It'll give me those tools right there. So let's go over here, click that, bam, bam, bam. Upgrade. go for this one. Bam, bam, bam. Attack 4.85. That attack was 9. So we're going to keep that other axe on us for now. I don't know why those have such a high attack, but it's awesome. I mean, you got to make some pretty serious Tinker's tools before you get anything better. Oh, sun's going down. Let's take a nap real quick. I also love the way Britannia does the error messages. This one, nothing funny. Usually, Vasky puts something pretty funny in the error messages there. Okay, so we got the tools going on. Let's pull those back out. That'll go back into the chest by itself. We're going to keep that one out as a weapon. I don't know if you heard that or not. My headphones, even when they're in full use, just randomly go into shutdown mode. It's the only thing I don't like about them. I'm sure there's a setting somewhere I could do that would change that. But frankly, these are Turtle Beach 450s. I got them at Best Buy the other week, and they are the best headset I've ever had. They're comfortable. They're completely wireless. The battery life is forever on them. I mean, literally, it's got like a 10 to 12 hour battery life off of maybe a 2 to 3 hour charge. And the best thing is they stop charging on their own, so there's no danger of me killing the battery like I did on my cell phone. Yeah, I know. I'm one of those people who plugs in a cell phone at night when he goes to bed. And that's a bad idea because the most technologically advanced piece of equipment on the planet cannot turn itself off when it's done charging. I'm on my 3rd battery for my phone in 2 years, and it's from the first day I had it, it's been a horrible experience. Not going to mention any company names here because they've been in the news enough lately for blowing up stuff. Okay, so we're going to build a little establishment to live in, because I'm not going to take over a villager house. That would just be mean. They need their houses to do whatever it is villagers do. I wonder what they do. What kind of lives do they have when you're not on the server? Do they actually change into smart things, or do they stay these little mindless drones? It's kind of like, you wonder what your dogs do when you're not home. Do they actually speak to each other? Do they speak human? Or do they stay dogs and just nap all day? People have been wondering that since time began, I bet. My personal theory is dogs actually speak English. Or Japanese, or Russian, whatever country you're in and your dog's from. Okay, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm carving out a little space for my house. Don't really want to dig up all that gravel. At least not yet. I'll do it later when I have better tools. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, that'll be a good spot right there. Main reason I want to dig it up is you see my stone tools. They don't have a lot of durability to them. 128 uses there. Once I get some iron and get some other stuff going on, it'll be a lot better. So I think what I'm going to do is pause it for now. Get to a good spot so I know where to come back to. And I'm going to go on a mining adventure. I'm not going to make you watch me mine. You've already watched me sell enough. So I'm going to pause it, go mining, get some iron and some other basic stuff. And then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I started digging my mine tunnel. I like to do the straight down method because it's so much faster. And dug my way over here and found this little underground cave. So let's do a little bit of caving because I like to do that kind of stuff. You can tell I came down here just a little bit and make sure it's worthwhile to unpause and come back. Got a nice little lava flow. By the way, I've already gotten some torches, some coal. Built a bunch of ladders because I had a gigantic tree grow right in front of where I was setting up. Already got a little ore deposit of copper and iron going on. Let's go in and get some more stuff here. Oh, can't pick that up yet. I need a better mining pick first. Let's get some coal out of here because I will need some more of this. I do plan on setting up immersive engineering because I love the way it looks, especially with this texture pack I've got. Now, we're going to plug this, but I'm not going to break it. Let's do it like this. Because later on, once I'm done here, I can unplug that. Ooh, check this out. Oh, look at the map up there. Let's see if I can make that a little more square. Yeah, this is going to be a nice little mining system here. And we've got Certus quartz. There's one. Now, even if you're not going to do applied energetics, get some Certus quartz. As soon as you see it, I've got 4 pieces, because you're going to make what's called the Grindstone, this guy right here. It takes 1, 2, 3 pieces of it, 4 pieces of wood. You need to bake some stone and have some cobblestone. Then you're going to make a little handle for it out of some wood. And what that's going to do for you is, without having any machinery at all, you're going to use the power of your mouse, the little thing you're clicking on right now to mine this iron with. You're going to put the iron and the copper and whatever else you have into that grindstone, and it's going to double it for you. It's like a manual macerator. Thing is awesome. It is very time consuming though, so don't think it's going to happen quickly. It takes a little while. Most people, if they have a mouse that supports it, will just like put a book on it and come back later. You can put 2 or 3 stacks at a time into it, if I'm not mistaken. Me, I usually just put something interesting on TV, sit back, hold my finger down, and go. My mouse is ergonomic, so it's too curved to be able to put a book on it and actually have it do anything. Normally I put my torches on the right, so that way I know which direction to go back. 10 here, I don't believe 10 is used for anything in immersive engineering. 10 ore, that's the pour. Let's see. Craft that, smelts into that. That's railcraft. That's all railcraft. It's bronze for forestry. That's an IC2 hammer. Yeah, to the best of my memory, here we go, grindstone. If I put the 10 ore into that, it would show you what it does. Now, I can use that to make gears. That's one of the multi-blocks right there for immersive engineering if you haven't seen them before. That's another one. Arc furnaces from industrial craft. You know, all the block stuff. Crusher, thermonic fabricator. Yeah, I'm not gonna mine the 10 right now. I know it's here. There's a ton of it when you're high enough up. But I don't see the point in it right now. Bauxite turns into aluminum, which you are gonna grab because it doesn't take that advanced of an item. Uh-oh. Do you hear that? I hear that. That's the sound a witch makes. Now we are close enough to the ceiling. Or close enough to the top so that witch could be above ground, because I don't see it here. I definitely hear her though. Okay, black quartz ore. We'll need that if we do actual additions. But for now, I've got to get a better pick first. So this expedition is mainly just to see what's out here. Okay. Lava. I like you, but you gotta go. That's shrinking down right there, which is good. And just to make me feel better, I know it's not going to spill over, but hey, is that gold I see? Parado, more lava. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the bottom here. I may not have to dig anymore. Okay, that's good right there. Oh, I can't get that yet. Let's get some more iron. One of the really cool things about this pack is that it has quark in it. quark gives you a lot of extra noises that you randomly hear. I've gotten used to playing with it because I've played with a few different mod packs now for 1.10 that had quark. No! Go away, creeper. Come on. I dare you. I dare you. Come on. Can't see me. And you're dead. Ha! Take that. Okay, how did I get up there in the first place? I trapped that. I must have come from this way. Oh, but back to quark. Where was I going with that statement? I have no idea. Quark does a lot of really cool stuff. Use extra building materials. Oh, there we go. Quark gives you all kinds of clay. You know what? We're going to end up getting rid of this anyway. So instead of having to go underwater and lakes and all that to find clay, you just get entire pockets of it like this. This is awesome stuff. So if you want to build a smeltery, have at it. There's more clay here than you will ever need. In fact, I generally get enough clay off of maybe 2 of these deposits to do a smeltery, a blast oven, or a coke oven, and a blast furnace. Okay, we came from this way. Yeah, back up here. See, look at that. I got 2+ stacks out of that. Those up there. I won't need those. So is it daylight out there yet? Yeah, it's daylight now. A quark also lets you hold down your shift button when you're on the ladder, and you don't go anywhere, which is really handy when you're doing stuff like this. Those holes in the wall where I pulled the iron and the copper out a while ago. But guys, I hate to say this, it looks like my little caving expedition took up the rest of this episode. So, what I'm going to do now is head back over here to the base. You see my tree farm's growing. I did chunk load that using the FTB utilities. Right here it says claim chunks. You go over, locate on the map what you want to claim. If you shift click a block, it claims it for you. So if I plan on a multiplayer server, unless they were an admin, they could not use anything within that block. And then if you shift click, it turns red like this. Clicking it turns it green. Shift clicking turns it red, which chunk loads it. So that means anytime this is on, since it's a single player world on my PC and not on a server, obviously it's not going to be on when I shut the game down. But anytime I'm playing the game, those squares that tree farm is in will be loaded. Hence, chunk loading. It's pretty cool. Oh, there goes another slime falling down. We're going to have to get up there and do something about that pretty soon. That's not chunk loaded, so that shouldn't happen a lot. But there went another one. Man, those little guys just don't want to live, do they? But anyway, guys, if you like the video, like where you think this may be going, hit the like button. If you really like it, submit. And obviously, leave me comments to let me know how much you like it, how much you don't like it, what you want to see me do. Until next time, this has been JaRyCu. Have fun.